Comrades, welcome back to Realpolitiks. This is now, I think, the 8th episode, so we're making progress. It's now 2039, so we're at the end of our second decade. And as is custom now, let me just open all these menus here so I don't miss something else. We can just do a sort of a decade review, just very quickly. The main events of the last decade were, of course, these major international projects that we took part in, and basically we won all of them. So I'm not sure the status of the ocean right now, because it seems like Germany is the only one that got the benefit of that, but it's still something that I need to figure out. But at least we are on the moon, and we are in the Lagrangian point number 1. Of course, there's been wars going on around the world, most recently between Turkey and Armenia, or not Armenia, Georgia, since that's not even on the map anymore, and Russia and Georgia as well, but the Turks got there first. Then there was still the ongoing war between China and India. So it seems every decade India is in a major war with another power, and this time it's not going so well as with Pakistan. So I think it's just a matter of time before it's all over. Of course, we're seeing the effects of the environmental degradation of all the atomic bombs that have been used recently. But yes, that's that, I guess. We had a major terrorist attack from a group in Niger. We're not sure who they are, if they are Al-Qaeda in North Africa or an ISIS group, but whoever they are, they created some havoc for us. And then also in the Middle East, there's this Mashriq group still that took over Iraq. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything about it. We're stretched very thin at the moment, simply because of all the expense that it took to get to the moon. As you can see, our debt is, it's not bad. It's relatively okay. But for a country that keeps struggling with its economy like we do, we just have to be very, very cautious right now. So let's kick it off and see what the next decade will bring for us. We're still at level 85 for our HDI, but I know that 15 was temporary that we got from the Lagrangian point. I think that was where we got it. We're still number 8 in prestige. That's not so good. We touched number 5 for a very short while and then it disappeared. Namibia seems to be a bit unhappy, but I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. Is there anywhere that I can see the actual happiness of the different, yes, unhappiness 12. So that is unfortunate, but it should go away once things stabilize a little bit. And East Yugoslavia has left Russia, so they very quickly changed their mind. Warmonger! There's a warmonger in this world. People live in fear and despair while waiting for the evildoer to fall. As long as he's around, the situation can only get worse. And of course, there's 3 of these evildoers. Who can save us? So all of us, I guess, lose some score and gain more unhappiness. But now where's the UN? They're supposed to put some motions to stop these warmongers. At least that's what one of the patch notes said, that if you have high warmonger score, it's going to severely worsen your relations with the world. So I'm expecting some retaliation. But then again, who can retaliate against China, Russia and Turkey at the same time? Australia left the UN, so who took their place? Indonesia, okay, our friend, so that's fine. I don't have a worry about that. Of course, I just wish that was us doing that. Let's just improve China here and South Korea. And Mexico. So we have still the largest stock exchange in the world. So we have about 1/5 of all the money that goes through the stock market passes through our borders. What is this? Oh, it's gone again. So yes, these policies and projects that we're working on will take a long time still, but this one is quite close. Energy is a way off, but labor laws quite close, so that's a good thing. Also, there's that project that we undertook to reduce unemployment, so I want to see what is the status of that right now. 21.57. Bloc of Russia are destroyed, so no one is in their bloc. Romania has left them as well. So it's not going down as fast as I would have liked, but then again the world economy is going back down again. It seems to do that with alarming regularity. Jamaica left Mexico, and we just have to invest some more political capital into the relationships that we've got here. Where is the US? It's only got 3% of the stock market. That is very interesting. The mighty seem to have fallen. New underwater. Other countries have discovered the advantages. Now hopefully we can make up for that mistake last time. Other countries have discovered the advantages of having their own permanent underwater bases. New terrain rich in resources was located deep on the ocean. Who will be the first to claim it as their own? But I still don't understand how I claim it. But okay, let's fund this thing. What's this? The previous government signed a very unfortunate contract for aircraft delivery. We could easily buy cheaper and probably superior units, but we're bound to honor this contract, or are we? And this is now with the UK. And this comes at exactly the wrong time, because we need money to bid for the ocean. We'll get some aircraft, of course, but is it worth 1,200? I don't want to lose score though, so of course we are. Project is okay. Stop. So how much is this gonna cost us? 450 at a time. It's less than the moon at least. Now you see, 2 people will get this. So get province under tide. Now see, we should have got Deponia, because we got that one. The other ones, the Germans, and I can't remember who the other one, the Canadians, I think they just got the core, but then how did they beat us there? Anyway, so number 1 will get under tide, and of course everyone will be jealous, so relations will suffer, but too bad. So we're doing this no matter what. And this time I'll have that base. I don't care what happens. Gotta keep an eye on that. So yes, we have another project also, so money is going to be a real problem now again. So we just have to keep that in mind. Is there anything that I can do? Health research maybe? Again, you see the cost is a bit high. No, I don't want to do propaganda. Immigration policy, but what is unhappiness goes up? No, I don't want that. Not now. What does this cost? It's only time. Internal politics advancement 3. This, but aren't we doing this one? No, I don't think so. Work with the largest companies in the country to increase average wages. That sounds very familiar, but okay, we'll get more HDI, and it just takes time. It doesn't actually cost any resources, so let's do that. So I guess we coordinate better with the different companies between us as the government and them, and of course the labor unions, just to get everything working more smoothly, which is another problem in this country given all of the regular massive strikes that happen. So do we have enough? Yes, we do. So we just have, and China's on the receiving end this time. Failed on the HQ, so it didn't meet its intended target. Still minor problems, so unhappiness, GDP growth and population growth globally suffer because of that. Spanish stock exchange is gone. Taiwan has left Japan. That's interesting. I wonder what's going to happen now. Haiti left Mexico as well. Taiwan, you're on your own now. Ecuador left Mexico. Everyone is leaving somebody. It's the season of breakups. 2040. Hope I didn't miss that. Norway joined the bloc. Stock exchange by Brazil. Oh, and there we go. We lose them. Let's see. Yes, so obviously we lose them. Maybe we can do something about that. Of course, this will cost us now. Chance to disable their stock exchange. Let's do it. I've never done this, so let's try. Send false and discouraging statements to the main players on their stock exchange to damage its reputation. Depending on their market strength, this operation may even force them to close it, if we're not caught. It's just to see, if we can get them back. Of course, we're just saying, oh, of course you're going to fail, you're not with the biggest bloc anymore, and so on, so we're trying to slander them. And why does it say Germany? That's not what I had in mind. Okay, this is a problem. Something went wrong there. I never clicked on Germany. Okay, unhappiness seems to be going down. That's great. Come on, underwater base. I'm paused. That's why nothing is happening. India, it's almost over, but there's always a chance. Guess that's why they were getting desperate with their nuclear weapons. The Egyptian bloc has been stable for a long time. Strangely, it's one of the most stable blocs that I've seen. We see Russian members leaving and joining and leaving and joining and so on, but here it seems very stable. Capital punishment. Discussion about capital punishment is the main topic in the country right now. It's time to make some decisive decisions. Current system parameters, so it's going down, it's going up, and it's staying stable. An eye for an eye. Capital punishment stays, so we've got it right now. In real life we don't, so that's one thing. Abolish it, or let the people decide. I think we should let the people decide. We can afford it for now, and we're going to have to borrow more money for this underwater thing, but that will take away some unhappiness. So let the people decide. I wonder if they will let us know what the choice was. Oh, these loans are going to bite me. Sooner or later. Okay, so the energy office is done. Where was that? Economy, I think, yes. So now it's a bit of score at least. We can choose between these three pathways. For some reason the nuclear one now, of course, we just can't afford it, but we need the atomic power if we want to go down that route. So it's either fossil fuel or green. Now, I would imagine green is the way to go, but we can't afford that. Not by a long amount of money. Infrastructure is not possible. Agriculture, we can do this one. Basic agricultural market regulations mixed with small industry donations. It just takes us action points, which we have so much of. We are just swimming in it. So do that. It's a bit of score anyway. The UN is saying anti-warmonger. Okay, at last they're deciding to act, but it seems that... Is it going to pass or not? Not sure. It looks like it's going to pass. International justification for a military conflict against 3 countries with warmonger above 45. So that's Russia and Turkey right now. Of course they're voting, well, they can't vote, but they would have voted against it if they could. Panama joined Mexico again. Hey, we've done it, Out of business. Hey, an achievement. Slander the stock exchange was a complete success. Brazil has no idea what hit them. We hurt them so much they were forced to close their stock exchange. Ah, isn't that lovely? Now we go to them. Oh, I just heard that your stock exchange had this most unfortunate event happen here, so we'll be more than happy to invite you back if you like. Well, they're still technically here, so I don't know if I have to remove them. Probably. Oh well, we'll add them in 269 days. I'm sure by then they'll still be reeling from this, so they won't have their own yet. Cambodia declared bankruptcy, so we better not follow suit. You know, I'm starting to think that ocean thing was a bug, because it clearly said we had number one, so we got the province. So it should have been like the moon or this base here. It should have just appeared for us, but it did for Germany. So I don't think it was something I should have done differently. Denmark joined Japan. What? Okay, it's interesting, but good luck to you. Bhutan left Japan. We took so many loans, it's crazy. Uzbekistan is bankrupt. What else? Loan. Armenia left Japan. Kosovo left Turkey. Norway joined Germany. Okay, just some reshuffling happening. Do we have enough for reinvestment? No. Okay, we do now. Bloc of Turkey is gone. Albania has also departed from them. Undertied anyway sounds better than Deponia, so I'll take that. Stock exchange by Saudi Arabia doesn't concern me. I think this will pass. 65 to 58. So yes, I want to see who's going to make war against Russia. Not gonna be me right now. 1% unhappiness, so it goes down very quickly, luckily. Oh no, economy is growing quite well, despite everything. And what's the state of our unemployment? Is going down reasonably quickly, which is great. Indonesia, okay, let me just do that quickly. There we go. What else? This thing. Go. How long do we have? Till next year in March. Hey, that's my birthday, the 19th of March. Palestine joined the bloc of Turkey. Okay, I hope they can help you there. Indonesia status. Okay, we took care of that. El Salvador left Mexico. You see, it's like everyone is abandoning the ship or something like that. Now Mali wants something. Oh dear, should I even click on it? Because sometimes if I click on it, it forces you have to choose, and either way you're gonna have an effect happen. But okay, let's see. Our oppressors, please help us. No thanks. Still, I'm tempted, but I can't afford it. We have bigger things. Maybe some other time. Right now, you know, we have to serve our own interests first. So, of course, we'd like to sort things out here. Some instability and all that. But we must make priority for ourselves. Nicaragua joined Mexico. So, an opportunity has opened up there for them. I think they were part before the US war, but then they left. Probably feel it's safe to return. Should religious symbols in public spaces be allowed? Personal control will go up. Ban them without prejudice will mean unhappiness will go up. Okay, well, this is not a sensitive topic at all. Allow religious symbols, so why does personal control go up? I would think it's like going down because you're letting people do what they want to do. The money is nothing, it's the unhappiness, but you know what? I'm gonna say ban all of them without prejudice. It's like that, was it a meme or something on the internet, or somebody said it once? It's like, I hate all people equally. Of course not really, but you know, if we're gonna ban somebody, then we must ban them all. And hopefully unhappiness should go down relatively quickly. Luxembourg, precariat revolution. The precariat, a class of people, oh yes, I've heard of this before, without steady job security, which happens more and more in the world, have had enough of their grey existence and are calling for an economic revolution that would provide them with an acceptable income and psychological welfare. Go for it. Good for you. Precariats of the world unite. Now not the DRC, the Central African Republic wants something. Okay, just stop. Let me have a look at this. Would you like to open a new consulate in our country? This would help our mutual communication. Yes, sure, why not? Relations will go up, action points and a bit of money. No problem. I want to see more countries ask for that, actually. So at least we have a diplomatic post there now, more than we had before. Solomon Islands join Japan, that's interesting. Willingly this time, hopefully. There we go. Again, almost done. I think that was our last one. So now we'll see if our investment is worth it. See, the unhappiness goes down so fast. It's really not an issue. Did we get it? Yes, you see there, we got it this time. You clearly see number one. Canada has tried again. Last time it was third, I'm sure of it. So they get it as a core. Hopefully now I actually get the province under tide, change, culture, and relations. Okay, so there's nothing I can do here. Where's the US? So the US is a close third. So it looks like they're trying to get more involved with the world now again. Seems they've been a bit isolationist recently. And we get it. Is this? Yes, it's mine. Okay, fantastic. So let's stop there and celebrate that. South Africa, fantastic. And it's now here next to Portugal. I'm sure they will have something to say about it, but I'm sure their exclusive economic zone lies just outside of our sphere here. So there we go. We've got something. Just a pity still this one is German. Anyway. Try and get that one day. Alright, so continue. At least we got something for the investment. Unused stock slot. So it's good they remind me of that. So, you know, Brazil, I see you sitting here all on your own. It's such a shame that somebody would have slandered you. I have simply no idea who it could have been. But you know what? Because we're such good friends, welcome back. There we go. And we're back again. I don't know if that really affected our position in the world, but of course we would rather want them than not have them. Agriculture is almost done. Hey, the stock exchange in the US was closed due to the actions of unknown spies. So Wall Street has, or is it the Dow Jones rather, has had a bit of misfortune lately. I can guess on one hand who it was. It was the Russians or the Iranians or the Chinese. I think that's probably the main likelihood. Or even it could have been the Canadians. You never know. So we have some more score and agricultural regulations. Let's stop just for 1 second. And we've got a slight bit of money. And I was thinking about paying back some debt now. But what are we going to take? Economy modernization? I'll take this. We need it anyway. It gives us more money for a once-off. Remove unnecessary financial ballast by selling or renting redundant national infrastructure. Okay. Do it. So yes, that didn't cost us money, so I can pay a bit back now. Pay back the money. As much as we can. Good, that's almost half now. I know our taxes are still a bit high, 30%. We should look at that soon, but right now, I don't know. Because on the one hand, you know, our income has grown steadily. It's 330, 332, it fluctuates a little. But I remember when it was 120, so it seems good. So maybe we can reduce tax a little. We're still number 8, sad but true. Let's bring it down to about 25. Or 4. That's also okay. Give them a early Christmas present. Yes, India is getting desperate. So, nuclear attack. Strangely, they never get warmonger though. I've never seen them here, even though they're dropping bombs. So this was a successful HQ attack, so maybe that will turn the tide for them. But, you know, there's one thing I can say. The Indians are tenacious. They've been hanging on now for years and years on just this little sliver of hope, but it still is there. So, well, good for them, I guess. Just not all the people who are dying. Gotta fix up the stock exchange again. Good. I'm still surprised by how many major powers we have. China, we have South Korea, Australia, Indonesia, Brazil, Mexico, and Nigeria. So that's quite a good family there. You don't see the US. Okay, stop. I just had an idea, you know, but now that's gonna probably be difficult. We can kick out the Nigerians and get the Americans into our stock exchange. Should we? I mean, when we're looking at the big picture, surely they're gonna give us more than 7. I mean, yes, it's one of our potential rivals and all of that, but the opportunity comes once, and I wasn't responsible for destabilizing the American stock exchange. It'll take them a while to get back, but I think we shouldn't slip and let this pass. Yes, they will leave again eventually, but for a while. Sorry, Nigeria, I don't know what happened to your paperwork, but it seems to have gotten lost somewhere. You're not in the club anymore. Didn't you get the memo? Mexico status, yes, we took care of all of that. Costa Rica left Mexico. Denmark also has its own stock exchange. Kyrgyzstan is bankrupt, so all the Indian friends in Central Asia are bankrupt. I'm even a bit scared to ask what is happening in Kazakhstan. I didn't even see there was riots. Oh, riots in Russia. But the government seems to be winning there. Verge of civil war. We could use help. Yes, everyone can always use help. Money is fine. Action points fine. Relations will go up. Unhappiness in their country goes down. We will lose 4 infantry. Okay, do it. If we can help somehow. But just give us a good relationship or something out of it, please. So what next? Let's see. The American thing, yes. So in 200 days, I doubt if the Dow Jones will be up by then. This must be a major setback to take so long. A major tech company is being listed on the stock exchange soon. It'll be a good occasion to create some buzz for our stock exchange. Isn't that so, what's the word, serendipitous? Make some commotion amongst the stockholders, so it costs us money and we get some more market competitiveness, so I'll take that. I'm just happy at least we're in the deep sea now. What do we get out of this? 120 minerals, so this is much better. What do the Germans get? 75. Too bad for you. Haha, I think we got the bigger prize. We could even think about exporting more minerals. Panama is bankrupt, so that's not good. And Honduras wants money, but you are in the block of Brazil, so you must ask them. You better ask them. Mexico has no block anymore. I wonder if the Americans are behind that. So at least we got another big thing done now with the undersea project. And let's see what else. We're almost done with internal politics, but it's still going to take a little while. Then we can adjust our exports, I think. We need, well, we don't per se need the money, but we always need money, you know. And there goes my clock. A half hour is already over again. You know, it's disconcerting sometimes to think how quickly time is going, because I enjoy these sessions and sharing these experiences, so I'm always sad when the time is up, but it is the way it goes. So let's just have it run a little bit more. Malaysia, I don't think, has any influence on us. So I think let's get this done, the internal politics, then we'll close off there. I saw something about France, but I wasn't paying attention. Also then get the US in the market. We already have a third of the global stock exchange. There's another serious breakdown between India and China. Of course I will. That's interesting. I wanted to say, of course I will support India, but it seems we like China more now. I don't know how that happened, but I'm going to choose India. So I assume their war is over. Again, no, we didn't. So it's strange how there's a breakdown, but they're killing each other. Maybe that was one of the peace talks. So US, we're almost coming for you. You know, you're going to be in a good block. Don't worry. It's a good friendship. Let's see. Guatemala wants... we're willing to slightly loosen up our policies and, with your help, make them more fitting for today's world. I still don't know what this means. Assimilate. Do we get that then? I don't know. I have nothing to do with Guatemala. Sorry. Not an issue for me. Brazil and Mexico must rather help you. 50 days before we make an offer to the Americans. And now, what's this now? Denmark has the biggest stock exchange? Impossible. Sabotage. Could be, I don't know. That just, how could we have fallen from 30 down to 16 overnight? Oh well, very soon that will change. And more bombs fall. Japan loves USA. Recently there has been a very noticeable trend towards Americanization in Japan. Relations between the pair are clearly blossoming. Well, recently. It's currently two, but okay, in the future let's say there is more even. Come on, I want this. So who did that? India, of course, desperately trying to stop the Chinese. Indonesia left the Security Council, and who took its place? Australia again. We got internal politics. Number 3, and economy modernization. 2 days, 1 day. Done. Pause right there and invest in this relationship. Look at that, 103. That's craziness. It's more than all of the rest of us put together probably. So yes, we're back now. Okay, I know America will not leave this to be for a long time. They will definitely go their own again, but for now we must reap the fruits of that. Fantastic. So we end on a high note, done with all our projects and with the ocean. So see you in the next episode. I hope you still enjoy, and thank you for watching.